Hey everybody, Agent of Doubt here. Time for a ramble after about 9 days of not uploading anything to YouTube. It's good to take a break and take a vacation before you need one, before you get burned out. That's good advice for anyone to receive. So what was I doing? I was at intensives for my grad school, basically. In person, getting grilled, learning techniques. That's it. Don't really want to go into what all happened there, as much as I wanted to share, I guess, what I found strange about insurance with counseling, because I now have insurance for counseling outside of having a license to counsel in the state that I'm in. It's kind of strange because as a certified addiction counselor, my scope of practice is only addictions. I don't have a generalized license to talk about anything with my clients. And there's a lot of overlap, but I generally have to bring it on back to, why are we here? We're here about your addiction, right? So I now have the ability to talk about things in a more general sense because I have passed the candidacy interview for an institution of higher learning, which gives me the ability to go out and do internships and practicums and whatnot. So there's that. That's something I accomplished in the last week. But also, prior to that, I was required to get insurance. And I was like, well, how do you get insurance without being licensed to do the thing that you're doing? But then how do you go to an internship without insurance where you could possibly hurt someone or possibly get sued, for what you're doing on that internship? There's kind of a which comes first, the chicken or the egg style scenario. And so I just wanted to illuminate this for you all, that there are trade organizations in each of the trades that would require you to have insurance when you're licensed to practice, such as doctors, social workers, anyone in the behavioral fields, counselors. Basically, schools partner with these trade organizations, these associations, and those associations, part of their mission is to create this environment where people can learn and, bring up people within their field. So they create these special insurances that are just for learners, for students, for people who are applying for licenses and need to work thousands upon thousands of hours in order to get the license, but would be uninsured otherwise because an insurance company, well, their biggest fear would be, giving insurance to somebody who is not fit to practice yet, somebody who doesn't yet have the skills. That would be an underwriter's nightmare. Like, oh, we're required to do this, because of laws maybe, but, this person is new to the field and doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. That would suck. So now there's like this weird type of insurance that comes through these professional organizations where it's tied to your continuing education. You have to be a part of these institutions of higher learning or make significant progress in whatever license you're applying for, as far as just the licensure hour requirements. So I found out the hard way how to get insurance before you are licensed to do what you do. And this was something that I don't feel like I understood before it was right before me. Kind of like when I was a sophomore getting my undergrad degree and did not understand that I was, in fact, an undergrad, because you don't become a graduate once you get your high school diploma and graduate from high school. You are still an undergrad because you haven't graduated with your bachelor's degree. I didn't understand that until like the second year of my bachelor's program. Because nobody tells you this shit. There's no like manual on how to be a student, period. That, there's no class that's required of that. Like, you don't major in admissions, So yeah, there's these little quirky bits of information that I've come across that I feel like nobody really puts out there. You're just on your own to try to figure it out. So now that I'm back from my intensives, right before I left, I made a couple of videos where I let everyone know that my vacation will be a lot more open because I'm not going to be at the trial for the skeptic feminist, and that murder trial was negated by Alexander Kolpakov taking the manslaughter plea. 2 days later, a larger YouTuber made a video popularizing everything that I had worked hard in going down to the actual hearings to learn, and I'm okay with not getting any credit for that, because seriously, I do feel like I am a bit removed from the community that I grew up in here on YouTube. I'm okay with not getting shout-outs from every single person that talks about the same things that I talk about, especially if it looks as though they could have verified what I said with other means, and they at least verify the things that they repeat, because I like that about them, But, yeah, I was pretty much aware from the get-go that because I start out with the smaller channel, the smaller platform, that anything that I find out with the foot leather express of going down personally to find these things out will just get repopularized by other YouTubers. And I was actually surprised that when I came back, I didn't see people telling me about maybe Bearing or The Amazing Atheist, who had covered the trial earlier, having made a video about it and just, rehashing the things that I'd already said. I don't know. Maybe they've moved on from it because it's kind of a icky subject. I'll still be going down to Grand Junction in September and following that through all the way to the end. And I had made a video because I thought, a week before the trial is definitely going to happen this time, right? I had made a video where I had made a GoFundMe campaign for the amount of time that I would have to spend there, for paying for like an Airbnb or, my food, or, like gas, transportation, all that. But really, I left it open-ended because, I just want people, if they feel entertained, they can, they can reward you for that. And if it's not that important, people shouldn't be fucking worried about receipts. Really? These are things that I would be going to do anyway. Anyways, I did raise a bit of money through that, and then I got some PayPal donations and also a real letter from another YouTuber who I just wanted to acknowledge in this video. This came from Robert Wallace. this is the back of it because we're not doxing anyone. He sent me a letter, and the card inside. This is what I want to acknowledge. Okay, guys, this is fucking awesome. He sends me a card to support me going to this trial because he likes watching those videos. He sends me this card, and this is the fucking card. It's fucking beautiful. Anyways, inside it was a check and a Burger King gift certificate thing card. And when I found out that the trial wasn't going to happen, I took stock of like how much I'd already taken in money, because I hadn't pimped it enough to really get a lot of money. I only mentioned it in like one video. And I did not mention it like the last 2.5 years because I wasn't sure that the trial would happen, you know. But through like the $55 I got on the GoFundMe and a little bit of money that I got on PayPal and just the Burger King card that Robert Wallace sent me, I decided, I can trim it a little back by making a video for Robert and burning the check, just like I did some currency on TikTok videos. Those videos went up while I was at my intensives. I pre-recorded those. But I basically trimmed it back to where I'm not going to make a profit, which is just strangeness on my part. I recognize for myself that not profiting from this is just my quirkiness. Me fucked up in here. Maybe some people agree with my fucked up in this. That's why you're watching me. But I just didn't want to make a ton of money off of this, so I stopped the campaign. And as an instant refund, burned that check and then sent him the video. And yeah, I will in September feel like I have been at least supported in the gas money and whatnot to get there, and I don't need any more money from that, so I didn't feel like collecting anymore. Top secret, if you've made it to the end of this video, I'll leave a link in the description box below, because there is another trial relating to this online community that we have together that I could cover. And if you'd like me to cover that trial, just know that I'm not saying anything about it up front right now because I don't want to get flagged for harassment. But it's going down, and there will be an undercurrent of people who already know what I'm talking about, because sometimes people like to remind me of other things going on in the community so that you guys know. Like, if you're in the know, you know what I'm talking about. And I threw a GoFundMe down there just for shits and giggles, just so that you guys can really, if you read the description, you'll get validation so that you know that I know that you know, because I can't say anything about this trial in a video because I might be considered harassing someone. So, no harassment. None at all. Just saying that if you'd like to see me doing that, it will be shortly, in about 2 weeks' time. And links in the description box. It's all fun, And really, I'd be doing it anyway. I would. Thank you guys for keeping me apprised of neat things that I could also be doing that are right up my alley, Thank you all. yeah, I guess that's it for today. But I'll come back with some videos tomorrow.